The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready. This is football at its finest. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place to be, a ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. So that's got things underway. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10, lauded for his simple and very graceful style of play. Really is a player who has the lot.
You come to the game just to see him play. Tries to play it through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Mateus. It's Kimmich. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Kaká. That has been cut short. It's a really well-measured ball. And this is Inzaghi. Kaká. And that is expertly dealt with. Cleared without complication.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Mbappe. Shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Olise really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mateus, and now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, delightful ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Olise, and he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Has a look and plays it forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And he welcomes it in. And this is Owen. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good take in a good area. Rudiger gets good distance on it, and they're quick to get it back. Now it's Mbappe, done delicately. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. Mateus. Out of play, and it is a goal kick. That has not gone well. Oh, easy pickings there. Looking to play him in. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there. And he's through, it's one great chance! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ribery.
Santos truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Schlotterbeck. Oh, can he get onto this? Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Kaká. He's through here. Look at the space here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rudiger. And here's Kaká. Chance, surely! That's another chance. It's loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Owen. He's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Inzaghi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Santos really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
Substituição.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And he's picked it up out wide. He is through here. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Palmer. That's been cut out, well played. Kimmich. Now it's Inzaghi. Now that looks a decent ball. Not the most accurate pass. Palmer. Hakimi calmly anticipates. Bojan. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they've got rid. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've...
There's the shot! just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. That tackle was certainly sturdy. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Santos clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what a mistake! That's a sharp pass. The ball looks a good one. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Gets a good foot in there. Kimmich. No, again there's no way through. Filippo Inzaghi. Camavinga getting this one clear.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 24. Sai para a entrada do
There's
jogador.
Kimmich.
Camisa 11.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. Mateus! Santos perhaps contemplating their next change here. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mbappe in acres of space out wide.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drives it in. Terrific header! He's kept it out just. That is good alertness. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's gone loose. That pass isn't the best. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Shot could be on. Chance for a shot! They've done it! They're back within reach! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Camisa 7.
So here comes the substitution. So is this the start of a comeback?
Camisa 9.
Santos will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, what has happened here? Cleared away. Santos has the chance to go the other way. He's through and all alone! There's the clearance. It's a throw-in. Cross flung in towards the middle. Schlotterbeck clears it away. And that is that. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Back he rises! Oh, it's fallen kindly here! That has been knocked clear.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bojan Kurkic gets into a good position. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected. Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! And that was very necessary. Van Dijk. Now it's Owen. Nicely shaped ball. Good ball, good... Palmer! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. And just the goalkeeper to beat. Shot, surely! And he's gone long. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! Great chance! In he goes again! Goal! Santos! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Santos have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Santos are looking to break at pace. Now it's Olise. Floated through. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's on it, can he get away? Just eases him off the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Palmer. Now it's Olise. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he has slightly undercooked that one. Son goes for a shot! Fernandez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Knocks it out wide. Drives it in. Tries to get it clear. Played back in. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in space and looking for options. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Ribery really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely...
Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has not gone well. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Owen. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, what has happened here? And that should get the job done. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Santos leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 17 será sustituido por el dorsal 9.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he cuts out the supply. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Azar. He has found the way through. Foot in. Danger averted for now. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Alexander-Arnold knocks it into space. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
That's good play. Take back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Camavinga. Can he get onto this? Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. Hazard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be
He's having a shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Azar. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bojan. Camavinga did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Olise. Santos perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That has been slung wide. Serginho. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bojan Kurkic proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
It's a pretty loose pass. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores.
Santos have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Serginho's cross. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Stood up well to him there. Looking for options for movement. Pass somewhat off target.
Santos really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's Azar. Azar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Not the most accurate pass. Palmer. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's played in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played back in. Big chance, corner.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Played out wide. An instinct. Oh, smashing header! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
El dorsal 11.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Santos take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
That's a little off target. Out to the right.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get it through? And he plays one through. So that's it. It is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Elise taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Urbano Caldera, it really is a wonderful place. A ground graced by some of the greatest in Brazilian football, heroes and legends. And that gets things running. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Olise. Great vision. Shoots! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Backward it goes. He's chosen to go back. Belletti. Messi. There's the header! Oh, taken with style. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Messi. Tries to play it through. That's beautifully weighted. And Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan take the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Royce. Spread it left. Really fierce, close defending. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a mighty effort. It's fallen kindly here. It's in. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll...
Ribery! He will be livid with himself. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Belletti.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's found a way through. Knocks it into space. Here comes the big header. Oh, crossbar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
I don't need to tell you he got underneath it, and there's only one place it can go.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. He's picked his way through, lofted in. Forward it goes. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Darwin. Scholes does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a promising position. Delivers the ball. And it's claimed by the keeper. Baresi calmly anticipates. Threads one in. Nunez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Ribery. Palmer. Now it's Darwin. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Cruyff. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's had it nicked away. Pedri. And it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Looking for the run.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Darwin. And it's half-time here.
Proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will...
Shapes to shoot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely shaped ball. Pedri makes the interception. And they've got a throw. Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get it through? Mbappe! Palmer. Cruyff. Now it's Darwin. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's got a side of... There's the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So now the difference is 3. Ball is over the line. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. Scholes. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to go, climbs up big! Sticks it away! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played.
Nunez! Oh, off the bar! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, you can only praise the keeper for standing up to his opponent like that.
Well, the referee has booked him for the original offence. In with the challenge. Spread out to the left. And he's picked it up out wide. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pedri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Belletti. Nunez looks to get on the end of this. No, that's been intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Pedri. Engages and forces him off the ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Plenty to aim at here. That is a crunching tackle. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Royce. And Royce! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And he plays one through. Abbiati reads aside. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's got away. Takes a shot! It's in! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Still trying to make a game of this. Santos have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Royce. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Royce. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Oh, he's burst through. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Chiellini has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. Tries to get it clear. Pedri. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Kane. That looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? He scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Alexander-Arnold gets over and intercepts. He's found a way past. Shifted it to the flank. Great ball, and he's in. Oh, shooting chance! And again! They've done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Just Nunez! Could be danger here. Real chance! And that is the last effort of the game. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This, of course, one of the greatest shrines to European football, indeed, to football all over the globe. The Spotify Camp Nou here, pretty much bang centre in the Catalan capital. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Milan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
That's a nicely shaped ball. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Always onto this. And he's there to get it away. Referee's given a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Changes him with that pass. He is through here. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's being shifted off it. Couler. That pass has been well intercepted. Taken back almost at once. And this is Owen. Pedro is having a shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came off beautifully.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Camavinga. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Arda Güler. Oh, that's well spotted. Played towards the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
That's a little off target. Doué. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That has ended up in no man's land. Onana. Now this could be a chance. Out for a throw. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Güler. Out again for a throw-in. He's picked his way through. And that is masterful defending. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Driving forward. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to... Voila! All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a mighty effort! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There will be a throw-in. And it's Amadou Onana.
Santos really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Goulart showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he shoots! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is...
Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nicely aimed pass. Back into the middle. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Milán. El dorsal 14, el dorsal 23. Por el dorsal 18, el dorsal 22. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Santos can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, that kind of touch usually leads to a mouthful from several angles.
Now it's Palmer. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. De Jong. And here's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Milan have reclaimed it. Pedri. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. Palmer.
La asistencia
Olise.
este partido asciende a
60 minutes played.
96.026 espectadores.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Santos needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Off the post! Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. That is good alertness. Out to the left it goes. Vinicius Junior! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Camavinga. Santos do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's gone back to the keeper. Saliba. And it's Van Dijk. Goulet. De Jong. Pedri. Ribery. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Knocks it into space. Vinicius Junior. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Owen. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Santos really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Camavinga, he can run onto that. Owen! And that could have brought them level.
Well, at least it's earned them a little applause. Everything else was pretty good.
Santos have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And it's Ribery. Vinicius Junior. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Vinicius Junior! He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
He's shifting through the gears here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Messi. Mbappe. Played out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Habrá 2 minutos de
Camavinga.
descuento.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's running through. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And he's on chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header! And that is the last effort of the game. Santos played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity, barely 16,000 or so. But there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. Hazard. Van Nistelrooy. That's going to go a long way. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Produces a cross. Well, there's the clearance. A probing pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say, but...
Goes for a shot! Goal! Japan! First blood drawn. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Saliba. Foden. Oh, easy pickings there. Mbappe. And it's Serginho. And that was nowhere near his best. Mbappe. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And here's Foden.
Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe. Martinez breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Just eases him off the ball. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, smashing head! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Sticks it away. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Santos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well,
a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Olise. Here's a sharp little ball here. And here's Owen. He's in a great position here. Shoots! Loose ball now, and in he goes again! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Olise. And it's Hakimi. Serginho gets over and intercepts. He's got away. And they've got a throw. Hakimi picks it up out wide. Now it's Hazard. No, that's been intercepted. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe! And he shoots! And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. And we have our very first corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That is a brilliant interception. Japan are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's heaved it away. It's a throw-in. We are into stoppage time. Van Nistelrooy bops him off it and wins back the ball. It's really well cleared. And the first 45 minutes are up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business. Oh, good spread. It's a promising position. Turns and goes back. And he welcomes it in. Referee has just said play on. That'll be a throw-in. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? The ball goes in. Off he goes! Goal! Japan! And they're back in front. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Japan go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And it's Kane. That is good alertness. Hakimi. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the pass is intercepted. That has been slung wide. Oblak. Now, he's got space here. Santos really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now the delivery.
Público
Santos really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Van Nistelrooy really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That pass isn't the best. That's gone for a throw-in. Pinches it off him. Knocks it into space. That pass has been well intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Threads one in. Havertz, spread neatly. Romero kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, good ball! Nicely shaped ball. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Elise. Havertz. Camavinga has created one goal already. Mbappe.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That is ended up in no man's land. Serginho calmly anticipates. Spread out to the left.
Santos really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He has found the way through. Hakimi with the clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Palmer concedes a free kick for that.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 24, camisa 29, camisa 9. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 7, camisa 14, camisa 10. Teremos uma substituição.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Kane. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Foden. There's the header! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind.
Oh no, this does not look good. Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's come to nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's made its way to him. Oh, they could be caught out here. And another try! More pressure on the opposition goal.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. Not the most accurate pass. It's a searching pass. No luck with that Dink over the top. Could be danger here, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away! And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. So it's down to business here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
And he's had a hit! Oh, nearly. Spread out to the left. Chiellini cuts it out. Alexander-Arnold. They've switched it over to the other side. Havertz. Havertz! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Santos really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Forlan. Kukçu is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Mbappe. Serginho. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. Santos applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Neymar. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's come to nothing. And it's Kukçu. He's picked his way through. Looking for options for movement. Serginho gets it away. Neymar. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Del Piero. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's cause for mild irritation. And he's there to belt it away. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Can he get on the end of this? Ball looks a good one. Showing good feet. Shapes to shoot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Corner number 2 then. Palmer! Harmlessly behind. And it's Conte. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Palmer puts it's a mighty effort! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And it's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. He's got away. And Del Piero! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Deftly away. Cannavaro. Neymar. Now it's Del Piero. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. There's the crossfield ball. That has not gone well. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Conte. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Del Piero. Lovely bit of skill. Del Piero! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Rijkaard. Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Conte.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, what a climb! He scored!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit...
There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So, your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Santos have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And this is Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Zanetti. And the return pass. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero. And the shot! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Big chance! Oh, he's been caught, and the shot! Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Neymar. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Oh, it's Rijkaard. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar, and he's searching through. So we've reached the hour mark. Great chance! Really well taken goal. And the comeback is complete. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And he's picked out the run. And he's managed to get for it. Chance for a shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is one way to stop him. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 24. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 7.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribéry. Cross flung in towards the middle. That's a decent clearance. He's looking wide. Here comes header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Time do Santos. Camisa 6. Camisa 29. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 18. Camisa 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Looking to play him in. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a good ball out wide. Fired deep. He gets big! It's in! Broad smiles all round. It is indeed a fine, fine header.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Santos, shot a goal! Alessandro Del Piero! Ice cool goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oblak. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Conte, a man never lacking in drive or determination. Rafael Leao puts his foot on the gas. No outsmarting him this time. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
6 minutos de acréscimo.
Del Piero gets through on his own. Referee has just said play on. Now that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rijkaard. Goes for a shot! Now it's Forlan. Now it's Kukçu. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? They're urging him to shoot. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Santos present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration.